and everything like that. But no, you could find the footage of it. Everybody was filming them. They literally had a huge. It looked like something out of the Little Rascals.
Oh, that's great.
Like it was a huge trench coat, fedora, hands in the pocket, whole 9 yards, trying to get a 2-for-1 deal for tickets to Black Panther.
That's amazing.
And it is with the lightest of hearts and the biggest of smiles we say.
I wasn't prepared for that.
Yeah, but no, they gave it a go. They gave it a try. That's some funny shit.
That
man.
is some funny shit.
Yeah, they tried to get a 2-for-1 deal. That's it. Was funny. Oh my god. So yeah, that actually happened. Yeah. Yeah, people are noticing it too. This shit is great. All right. Now, going on to Tuesday news. In a follow-up story from the last time we were on the air, we had mentioned about Walking Dead's Lauren Cohan and her agents or whatever trying to make a tactical play to maybe get a better offer for her to stay by her looking for other roles. Apparently, she's being optioned for other shows, and the aggressive looking for other shows had continued and like that. And AMC has made other offers. And apparently is now she's not even looking to make equal, which kind of contradicts what we first reported, that she's not looking to make equal what Norman and the other lead actor, plays Rick Grimes.
Yeah, Andrew Lincoln.
Andrew Lincoln are making, but, some sort of fairness. But the point is now either A, her character beyond season 8 is either A in question, or this can be other speculation is this is really, really playing hardball now and really, really pushing the envelope of possibilities. Apparently, she has signed on for a new ABC show and everything like that, which actually has her character now in question for season 9. Now, obviously, season 8 is all filmed, and you guys are running through it right now and like that. So obviously, if she's, obviously with that news, it's kind of a spoiler right there that she lives past this season, her character, and they obviously haven't filmed anything with her dying. It kind of puts them it could potentially be putting AMC in a stronghold, like, either re-sign me or you're kind of fucked in terms of what to do with this character at the moment. Thoughts, since you're a regular fan and you're a new watcher. I'm not going to call you a fan, but... Well, like I said, because, season 8's film.
Yeah, yeah.
And like I said, her saying possibly of not returning for season 9, again, that obviously says she lives past this season.
Right.
So that puts the character, Maggie, I believe, is her character.
Yeah, Maggie, yeah.
And I know Maggie's like one of the predominant characters of the crew and everything. That really does put the show in a bind in terms of if she hasn't filmed anything, and what if she refuses to film something to close out her character? Then what?
If they kill her off, like get a double or CGI, whatever, or just like mention her but never show her, like she's doing her own thing, like
she's too pregnant to be out here and whatever.
Yeah.
One of those.
We've left her behind, like kind of write her off in a weird way,
and wait for her to come back, maybe.
It's so stupid. Okay, number one, you are not going to get equal towards whatever equal or whatever is even close to what Norman Reedus is making, because Norman Reedus was known by people before the show even started. So, he's making what he's making because of his name already. Okay? Number two, I understand actor integrity. I really do. But in the same right, if you know how detrimental the storylines are towards your character, and you, love the show and love your fan base and are grateful to the fact that this show put you even more on the map.
Put you on the map,
before,
period, yeah.
Then you fucking eat it and you do it for the love of acting. You don't do it for the almighty dollar.
If she's so in demand, she owes this show for being in demand.
Yes, yeah. And I just see it as kind of selfish. Yes, AMC has been fucking it up to begin with, from what I understand, especially when it comes to the actors. But it's self. I find it to be that it's selfish.
Now, do you see her? Does anybody actually see her leaving? And this includes you guys at home. Please, everybody, chime in. Does anybody see her actually leaving and going through with this? And this is not as a threat, or is this still a leverage play regardless of signing on for something?
I think it's a leverage play, simply because you can do 2 shows. There's no reason why saying that you can't do 2 shows, because if one is already done being filmed, and then, the other people want you that bad, they will accommodate your schedule.
Kit Harington. I mean, Kit Harington
Kit
did
Harington has
that Western thing that was on one of the channels recently as
Yeah.
well, yeah.
He has... It can be accommodated if they really want you. But let's be real here. If you're optioned for a show on ABC that's going to be brand new, there's a good chance they're not going to pick it up past pilot season anyway.
Caslow says, and this one maybe you could conversate with a little bit. With Maggie and Carl gone, the show is going to be weird and confusing based comic book wise.
One, Carl is not gone yet. We don't know that yet. But I don't know. I mean, they could pretty much handle everything good. I mean, they still got, Rick, Daryl, Michonne.
Yeah, Brad said, I mean, she could be killed off screen and they could just kind of mention it, and then that's that.
I mean, at this point, because, okay, as someone that just jumped right into it, and as someone that hasn't read the comic books, I know a majority of what does go down in the books in comparison to the show. It comes to the point, though, also where it really has become its own show. And if things are going to start happening more and more off comic book, I see that as a good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, Game of Thrones completely went off book, and it's still
very
successful,
good.
And it's still very good so long as the acting is on par and the story that they're showing is great. I mean, it really shouldn't matter at that point, because at this point, Walking Dead has transcended. This is a comic book TV show.
Yeah, it's
not a comic book TV show anymore.
It stands alone as a show.
This is a zombie survival show now. People watch it, and they don't sit there and go, this is a comic. Well, some people apparently do.
Yeah.
Some of our listeners, and that's okay. But it has transcended that level. And there is going to come a point, you got to do things that aren't in the comic book to keep the comic book readers on edge. Because if you guys sit here watching it and you guys know everything that happens, what's the real fun in it?
Doug also chimed in terms of the multiple show thing. He said, Caitlin Olsen also does the Mick and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. She also works multiple shows.
Yeah, you can do multiple shows. There's nothing wrong with doing multiple shows. They will accommodate you.
Provided it's not contractually, contractually.
I mean, Christ, actors do simultaneous movies at the same time.
Exactly.
Simultaneous and the same time are the same word. Why did I just do that?
Yep, so I guess stay tuned, folks, to just see how this one plays out. And everything like that, so you're going to have to wait and see. Now, and some big news...
I don't like that character anyway, so if you want to die, go and die.
And some big news coming out of Family Guy relatively soon in March. Stewie's sexuality to finally be tackled in an upcoming March episode, which is actually going to be rather interesting because I read more into it, and this is what makes it interesting. It's basically a two-character-driven episode. It's with Stewie in a therapist's office. The therapist will be played by none other than Sir Ian McKellen.
Ooh!
Exactly, of all the people to play
Magneto.
the therapist. Magneto.
Oh.
But, we'll be playing that. But apparently, people behind Family Guy are really, really big on this episode because they said the topic of Stewie's sexuality is only the tip of the iceberg for this episode. So it just sounds like they're really going to be pushing the envelope with this episode coming up in March.
Family Guy's just trying to stay relevant at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it feels a little outstretched at this point. Not as outstretched as Simpsons, obviously.
It just seems like they're just being controversial to be controversial.
Yeah. But they said this is actually some of Seth MacFarlane's best work and everything on this and everything like that. They said he's fantastic in this. They said... So I'm actually rather curious because the things I've heard about this episode, apparently this is supposed to be like a really pivotal, poignant episode and everything like that. So should be interesting to see. So that episode will be coming up sometime in March.
Oh, the
Sir
internet
Ian
stink
McKellen.
about it. I hope it's as big as when Brian died.
Oh my god.
God, the internet stink when Brian died was fucking phenomenally sad.
Yeah. Just checking out some stuff here.
Go ahead.
Okay. Anyway, moving on to Wednesday news. The upcoming sci-fi show Krypton released their first look at Brainiac. Holy shit, was this thing... It was really cool, while simultaneously, like, really, really creepy looking. They gave you a little behind-the-scenes backstory. They wanted to make him even more emotionally detached than the character already is. They did a spectacular looking take on it with these tentacles and tendrils and everything like that. and just it just looks amazing. If you have not seen this behind the scenes look with Brainiac for the Krypton show, I highly suggest checking it out on YouTube. It looks amazing.
Gee, DC killing it with a TV show? Who'd have thought?
I know.
Oh my. DC is great with TV shows. We all know this.
Small screen, they're always good.
Oh my god.
Even though they're canceling like 6 titles on their universe line
I
now.
know, right? Which will be back in about 3 months.
Yeah, but it was still a shock. Justice League apparently is on that list of being canceled. That's a shocker. All right. Well, moving forward, in a little bit of a tidbit news, that falls into the Disney streaming network that we had mentioned coming out next year and everything like that. As we mentioned, there was going to be some original content in their own shows
Yes.
and everything like that, and one of them will be a brand new rebooted Muppet Show strictly for their streaming network. I'm actually rather excited about this because being it's on the streaming network, it takes off the television shackles a little bit. We do know now Disney is willing to slightly push an envelope, and it's no secret the Muppets have done that over the years every now and again. Push the dirty envelope a little bit because Muppets have been owned by Disney for a very, very long time now. And again, they push the envelope a little bit. It takes an adult to catch the things that they say, but it's there.
Yeah.
So I'm actually really, really, really excited about this. As the child comes out of me as I say that.
Yeah, because the show they had was actually really good.
Yeah.
And the Muppets need more play again, man.
By the way, Brian joined us this evening too.
I just saw.
Yeah, we have a lot of people. Awesome. This is great. Everybody just stick around.
Now just give us Fraggles.
Yeah.
I want my Fraggle Rock back.
Flaggle.
Fraggles, yes. Fraggles.
Also, in big Wednesday news, in a thing that was long overdue, Mark Hamill is going to be receiving a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
That was a long time.
Yes, seriously. I believe it was Brad that said it, or it was either Brad or Doug that said it. He needs to do his acceptance speech in the Joker voice. Like, it'd be great. I'm all for that.
I'm surprised he never got one early. I
know.
Yeah.
He's long past due. Like, seriously long past due for that. So, yes, Mark Hamill to finally get his star on the Walk of Fame.
Hi, Lenny.
Yeah, Lenny's been on, too.
Who wants to see a Superman show with his grandfather? You know what?
It looks good.
You know what, though?
It looks good. And I'm not a Superman fan, but it looks good.
Again, you know what? Lenny, this is where we gotta play apples and oranges, though. DC's TV shows are fucking awesome, and then
small screen stuff.
And you got
home
DC
video
movies.
release and small screen are great. Might I just say, last Friday I was falling asleep, and it was like one of those moments where you're laying in bed, and then you kind of flip the channels, and you feel yourself falling asleep, and then you put something on, and you just kind of keep watching, and next thing you know, you get stuck watching it. That happened with me with Suicide Squad last Friday night. And boys and girls, let me tell you, I wish I fell asleep. I caught like the last, I would say 30 minutes of it, and I was like, why have I not fallen asleep yet from this mess? This is horrible. And it was like, I couldn't stop watching. It was like,
Oh no!
I just couldn't stop looking at it. I think what kept me watching was just the way they colorized the film. And it was like a trance. Like, I can't stop. It's like a lava lamp. I can't stop looking at this. It was like, oh my god, like, what the fuck?
Wow.
Oh, speaking of lava lamp, real quick little tidbit too, merchandising that I found. This is rather ingenious by Marvel. What do you do? How do you take an old-fashioned item that's been around for years, since like the 70s, and that's a completely psychedelic item, and you mass market it and everything like that, and you make it probably one of the coolest things you can buy? You slap a shield type property logo on it and everything like that. You make the lava lamp ooze black, and you say it's a symbiote.
That is fucking genius.
Right? Yes.
That is
They have
genius.
made an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. lava lamp, and the ooze inside of it is black, and it's supposed to be part of the symbiote. And guess who saw that and went, I fucking need that shit in my life.
You know what, though? You said it like that, and I'm like, damn, yeah.
And I saw this, I was like, I've never wanted a lava lamp in my life until now.
always wanted a lava lamp. I've always wanted one, and that just made a great reason to